Hello guys, welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at BTC on a low degree, and we're going to talk about what type of price action we're going to anticipate, down to the mid 30k and all that good stuff, right? So we're going to start off on a daily basis, and when you take a look at the daily basis, you can notice, guys, we got a nice sell volume right here, a big breakout to the downside. People basically panicked and basically just give out their BTC, and now they're going to be looking to buy it cheaper and all that good stuff, right? And why the big volume is so important, when you take a look at the magnitude of the volume right here, and you compare it to the previous volume we got right here, it is pretty much lower than the previous sell volume we got the first week of the year, right there back in like let's say January 11th, right? We got a big sell volume, price consolidated, three-way move, and then we basically pump all the way up to nearly 60k and so on, right? So right here we got similar volume, okay? Even though it is lower, we got similar volume, but it doesn't seem like bull's gonna be strong enough as of now, as of today, right, to basically create the same structure. So what we want to see is like the current daily volume we got right here, okay? It is pretty low compared to the big sell volume. So it means like, no buying pressure, just sideways movement, okay? Nothing impulsive. So we're not looking for anything to the upside as of now, okay? So what we want to see from the bears, right? We want to see, okay, a low buy volume right here. If we want to drop lower, we want to see a low buy volume, right, and a bigger buy volume next, okay, the next 24 hours and so on. So the next daily candle going to be crucial, right? We could see some high volatility to the downside, right? Meaning like we're gonna get a volume higher than the current daily volume, okay? So the best way to look at it is like when you take a look at the bottom formation we got right here, okay, right there. After the big sell-off right there, we got a big sell-off, low volume, okay? In order to basically keep up the momentum and create lower prices, bears needed to create a higher volume right here, but they did not. So within the next like 24 hours, if we're going to be creating lower prices, the next 24 hours, okay, the next candle right here has to be a higher volume, okay, sell volume. If we get a lower sell volume right here, right next, it means like probably, okay, we're gonna be pumping to the upside and try to challenge the daily 21 EMA over the next like a few days. All right, so now let's go ahead and take a look at the BTC on the hourly basis, okay? So we talk about the hourly basis and regarding the Zeus method, right? We said most of the time when market basically gives you a big sell-off to the downside, sometimes it can be more than 10-15%, right? But the concept is like after a big reversal, right, up to your 21 EMA, you can basically anticipate what a rejection from the 21 EMA. And if you take a look at it right here, okay, yesterday after the big drop, what happened, right? We pumped right back up to the daily 21, hourly 21, excuse me. And what happened, we created a three-way move down to where 50% pullback, okay? And basically push way up to our 1 hour 100 EMA. And we said our second basically short entry going to be where the 1 hour 100 EMA. It is going to be a short-term trade, okay? 1 hour 100 EMA, and you could be looking for either a double bottom right here to retest your previous 50% pullback, or even down to the 0.618 pullback, okay? So it is only going to be a short-term trade. It doesn't mean BTC, okay, cannot drop lower or cannot basically bounce back up, okay? We're only going to focus on the short-term trade, and the target to the downside, it is going to be right there, just about 35, which is a points, which is basically right here at the previous 50% pullback, 35, and 0.618 going to be just about 34.4. So something to keep in mind, 35 to 34 range going to be basically the next support level, okay, for the bulls. And for the bears, most likely, okay, they're going to be looking to create a high volatility to the downside to try to create a bigger sell volume, right? just to scare the bulls. Okay, if you want to take a look at it in terms of trend line, okay, most bears most likely, okay, they're going to be striking once again once we basically break the trend line, which is basically the same thing we're talking about, right? Support going to be right here, 34 to 35, and could potentially even drop all the way down to 33 depending on volatility, okay, in the short term. And after that, we're going to take a look at the next setup and all that good stuff. All right, so now let's go ahead and take a look at BTC on a 6-hour basis, right? So when we take a look at BTC on a 6-hour time frame, you can see, like, once again, our 6-hour 21 EMA, it is going to be crucial, right, on a lower degree. Okay, most of the time, guys, you know, whenever we get our MACD positive, right, it means we most likely going to get what, a strong momentum in the short term. Okay, right now we've been waiting for MACD to turn positive, right, since like when, guys, since like the 13th, we cannot get our MACD to turn positive. So it is still negative. It means, okay, bears are still in control in the short term, and you know, we could be waiting for another strike from the bears, and basically to get the MACD to potentially give us the fake out to the downside. And if we get any support right here after we break a 33, 34, 35 range, we could basically look for another move to the upside, right? But as of now, bears in the short term are still in control till we basically get our, you know, 6-hour MACD to turn positive. Okay, we talked about it when MACD was right here on the 13th, right? 14th, we said, okay, even though we want price action to reverse, we do not have any you know, strong momentum right now to basically validate our potential move to the upside. So bears still in control. Okay, so now let's go ahead and quickly take a look at the 2-day basis, right? So the 2-day basis, we still negative, not looking so great. As of now, we still need our 2-day MACD to turn positive. We talk about it multiple times, even though, you know, price action is not, even though price action wanted to basically reverse from the support area, just about like 48.50K, we said cleanly, okay, and clearly right here, the move right here is pretty clean. The move right here was pretty clean. Okay, big sell-off. Okay, as long as we basically, you know, stay negative on our MACD, the pressure going to be on the downside. Okay, it is pretty easy, guys, very easy. As long as MACD on a 2-day basis is negative, the pressure is going to be on the downside. We know that. Okay, we know that, right? All right, guys, that's all I wanted to cover for today. So if you're new to our content, don't forget to join our public Telegram group, link in the description. If you're looking to join Sun Crypto Premium on Discord, the link is also in the description. All right, guys, stay safe. Market going to be volatile. No need to be in rush. We got plenty of time to you know, to trade the up and downs and all that good stuff, right? All right, guys, stay safe.